Well, here it is. You can see I got one coat on it. It's not real good, but it looks a lot better. You got the rust off of it. I used a wire brush hooked to a drill. Made sure that I got most of it off, especially along here on the bottom. This was very rusted. I got most of it off. I primed it first and then I painted it. Try to get the paint in all these crevices isn't easy. And trying to keep the paint off your camera isn't easy either. So I'm not going to film a lot of this for fear of getting this paint all over the camera, but you can get the idea. You just got to spray it up. I'm using an angle grinder and a rotary tool. I was able to, much easier to use when putting the carburetor back on. It was a very tight area in which to put this, and I have this just perfect so it'll fit and make sure that I can screw those screws in on the carburetor. I just finished putting the rubber paddles back on. All these little screws have to be put back in. It takes a while. You don't want to over tighten them because it's rubber. You can keep going and going. You just gotta stop. They're still in good shape. I replaced these last year. And on the bottom we got a new scraper plate all the way across. That other one that was on here was so worn out I don't think it was doing any good anymore. So far so good. Couple more things to do. Put the car back on, then I gotta put everything else on. Well, now I'm gonna start looking at this carburetor. This is where it was. See, I got the old gasket off. What I gotta do is scrape off some of this old gasket. Make sure that I get it all off of there before I try to put the new one on. Also thinking about taking off this muffler. I have another gasket for the muffler, so I'm going to remove it, make sure it's not clogged, put the new gasket on, maybe clean it out a little, put the muffler back on. Like I said, we'll just remove these and then we'll take the muffler off. There it is. Everything looks pretty clean. Get a closer look at it. That's your exhaust port. Now you're looking at the cylinder in there. Doesn't look too bad. Here's the gasket. Comes right off. I got another one. Looks just like this one. Not bad, huh? I don't see much buildup in there. Looks good. We'll take a look at the muffler. It's a little carbonated in there, but not bad. There's nothing obstructing the passage. What you gotta see is these bolts. Here's a closer look at that bolt. There you can see a little better now. The muffler is still off. I cleaned it up a little. You can see the piston in there. There's no scores on it or anything. There's a compression. Pretty good. I can actually see in there to the back and the sides of the cylinder wall, but it's kind of hard for you to see. But looks like it's working okay.